Mets therapy recap. Game 1 in the books, and the New York Mets win 6-2 in the city of brotherly losers known as Philadelphia. I am eventually going to stop being stunned by this team's ability to come back late in games. They've played 4 games since Sunday, and it's a comeback win in the late innings against the Braves, a comeback win on Tuesday against the Brewers, the most dramatic of comeback wins on Thursday against the Brewers, and now a comeback win in the 8th inning against the Philadelphia Phillies. This team fights, continues to fight, and they were against a lot of things they were fighting today. For starters, Zach Wheeler, remember him? Remember he used to play for the Mets and was starting to show signs of potentially being an ace, and then Brody Van Wackenham let him walk and said he wasn't that good, and he went to the Phillies, and much like Jalen Brunson, a star was realized and was born in his new city. Zach Wheeler was outstanding today. He had a little bit of help from Andy Fletcher. That was not a strike zone. That was just like a strike area for the Phillies. Meanwhile, for the Mets, that was a hard and fast strike zone. This is where it is. Even if you hit the corner, it's probably not a strike. But I probably only helped like 4 or 5 pitches. There's only one at bat that I thought it mattered, and it was the Iglesias at bat. Because credit to the Mets, while Wheeler was dominant, 7 innings, 1 hit, the Mets made him work, and he was at 110 pitches when he left after 7. And they made the point in the broadcast, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but Derek Jeter also made the point after the game. You exhale when they finally go to somebody else, even if the Phillies do have a good bullpen. And Hoffman and Strahm are both good pitchers. It didn't matter. You were just glad it wasn't Zach Wheeler. And the Mets clearly exhaled and took advantage of a bullpen that wasn't even Zach Wheeler. I can't even say take advantage of a bullpen that was bad. They didn't have to face Zach Wheeler anymore, who in the old days probably would have went 9 and the Mets still wouldn't have scored. But these aren't the old days. These are the new days where we take pitchers out even if they're unhittable for 7 innings, and these are the new days in which the Mets get every big hit you need them to late in the game. That 8th inning, I'd say it was something we haven't seen before, but this is now becoming routine. Just be in the game, be close late, and you have a chance. So we start with Alvarez, big base hit to lead it off. Lindor, an 0-2 count, and he works it back to a walk, a huge at-bat. And then Mark Vientos ties the game with a big hit. His maturation process, they were just talking about it on SNY, and I'm here with my parents watching this, and I was saying in the moment, seeing, hold on, Pastor Claudio. So wasn't I saying in the moment that Vientos' maturity is really cool to see, because he got blown away in the first at-bat, and then he got a hit, and then he got blown away in the second at-bat, and you saw in his last at-bat he's adjusting and like clearly going up with a game plan, right?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
That's right. My dad was I couldn't even tell if he was just like tolerating me throughout the game. I was very vocal, especially with the umpire. He kept, anytime I would yell at the umpire, he would put this up here. It's Jesus saying, "I saw that." Okay? It's a pillow I got him for Christmas. And anytime I'd yell bad things at the umpire or a Philly fan, I'd have to change it to, "In Jesus' name, you stink, city of Philadelphia." Anyway, you go to Vientos' big hit to give him the lead. They bring in a lefty. That doesn't work. Nimmo with a big base hit to give him Vientos hit to tie it. Nimmo to give him the lead. Alonso, productive out. I will take it, because I actually thought he had some good at-bats against Wheeler, but just struck out 3 times. I just needed you to make contact, and he did. Then Iglesias, a 10-pitch at-bat, base hit. JD Martinez lives for this against the new pitcher. Big base hit. As my...
Sorry.
It's okay, Mom. JD Martinez, clutch base hit. Makes it 4-1. And then Marte, productive out. Mets go 5 for 6 in the 8th inning to score 5 runs and 2 sac flies. Then you add on a run for insurance. Just huge day for this lineup to come through when you finally got Zach Wheeler out of the game. And even bigger from the pitching side of things, you get 2 innings from Senga. He gets jumped by Kyle Schwarber 2 pitches in, and then he settles down. 3 huge scoreless innings from David Peterson, and then 2 more huge scoreless innings from Reed Garrett. The Mets with almost 7 scoreless innings from their bullpen. Stanek gave up a run in the 9th inning, but it didn't matter. It's a new day. I respected the Phillies going into this all game. I was like, you're just gonna tip your cap if you can't hit Zach Wheeler. And they can't hit Zach Wheeler. That's just like a thing. But they can hit other pitchers. So the Mets, all the momentum swings their way. They now have their pitchers going best pitchers going the rest of the series. They now have Severino and Minaya and Quintana going on regular rest games 2, 3, and 4. If the Phillies want to, they could bring back Wheeler on short rest in game 4. Probably the move they go to. But as far as I'm concerned, this is a huge momentum swing. You won the Zach Wheeler game. Winning the Zach Wheeler game tilts all the momentum towards the Mets. So, big game 1. Let's see if you can steal game 2 tomorrow. But you got to split and ensured that at least 2 games will be at Citi Field. Although if they win tomorrow, it doesn't guarantee 2 games at Citi Field because they could sweep on Tuesday. But you at least ensured a split, which is what you needed to do in Philly. So, big win for the boys. LGM, Philly. You know the deal. New York wins, you lose. That's just how things go. Let's go, Mets.